everyone, my name is Divya and today I'm going to be showing you how to make bioenzyme at home. A bioenzyme is nothing but an alcohol based cleaner that you can make at home using raw materials from your kitchen. Let's quickly go ahead and see the ingredients required to make bioenzyme. Now the first ingredient we need is fruit or vegetable peel. I'm going to be using citrus peel. This citrus peel contains peels of lemons, it contains peels of sweet lime and it contains peels from oranges. Generally what I do is whenever I use these fruits, I remove the peel and keep it in these Ziploc covers in the freezer so that over a period of time I have a good amount of peel that I can use directly to make bioenzyme. So this is how I ensure that I have a good collection of peels. It's not necessary for you to use only citrus peels. You can use any kind of fruits and vegetables. I have generally experimented with pineapple and citrus peels and it works great. This is a cleaner that you're going to be using around the house. I have seen no effects like staining or any other kind of disadvantage of using these. And generally, citrus and pineapple bioenzymes have very pleasing smells. So this is one more reason why I use these peels. But you can use other fruits as well. So I leave it up to you to experiment with different kinds of fruit peels. Now the next ingredient you need is jaggery. You can use either jaggery or brown sugar, but these are the only two things you can use to make bioenzyme. White sugar cannot be used. You can just use any kind of local brand of jaggery. It is not necessary to use any organic variety or anything of that sort. Same goes to the peels as well. You can use any kind of peels. You can use the inside flesh. You can use whole fruits as well. But then when you can use the peels, why waste the fruits, right? Now the last ingredient you need is water. It's just plain ordinary tap water. You don't even have to use any RO filtered water or anything of that sort. And of course you need a box. Now it is better to use a plastic container because gases are produced as a byproduct of the fermentation. So just for the expansion and for easy popping of the lid, a plastic container is better rather than using glass containers or steel vessels. Now let's go ahead and see how to actually do the process. So what you need to do is add in the fruit peels. For every 3 portions of fruit peel that you get, you need to take 1 portion of jaggery and 10 portions of water. So for example, if your fruit peel weight is around 300 grams, you need to take about 100 grams of jaggery and 1 liter, that is 1000 grams or 1000 ml of water. So that is how the proportion goes. So it is 1:3:10. That is 1 portion of jaggery, 3 parts of fruit peel and 10 parts of water. So this is the proportion you need to follow. You just have to dunk all of that into the container of your choice. You need to make sure that the container you take is big enough so that you have at least about 20% of the container free. So after you fill in all of this, at least 20% of the container should be free for any kind of gas release or anything of that sort. And you need to close the lid and keep it in a dry, dark space. Very important to keep the lid of the container closed at all times. This is because flies may enter and lay their eggs, which can lead to other kind of complications. So it's always better to keep your lid always tightly closed. Once the process begins, what you can do is you can label the container with the date on which you're making the bioenzyme so that you can keep track of when the bioenzyme will be ready. So generally it takes about 3 months for the bioenzyme to get ready. At least for the first 2 weeks, you need to open the lid of the container every day so as to release the gases that are formed as part of the fermentation. This is very important, otherwise the lid will pop open on its own, and if you do not notice it on time, the flies can go in and lay eggs. So it is very important that you open the lid of the container and give it a stir. After that, you can reduce it to every other day for the first 2 months. After 3 months, you can rest assured that your bioenzyme will be ready. Some of the signs of readiness are that when you open the lid, there will be no fizzing, or otherwise you can see some gas activity that will not be there. Similarly, most of the fruits would have sunk to the bottom, showing that the process is complete. So this is how you check the readiness of your bioenzyme. We have this question if this process can be speeded up, because 3 months is after all a very, very long time. So the answer is yes, this process can be speeded up, and what you need to use for that is this. So this is nothing but yeast, the normal baker's yeast. So you have to add about a teaspoon for every 5 liter of water that you can use lesser, so lesser quantity of water is more than enough to completely accelerate the process. And in fact, you would not believe it, the same thing that takes about 3 months to get prepared will actually get prepared in 20 days short. You can add yeast if you want, and the byproduct is the same in both cases. This is just a faster way of getting it done. Now there is one tip that I can give you. If you are using these kind of block jaggeries, what you can do is you can just cut it, weigh whatever you want, and in case you have to use the entire block, you have like a lot of fruits and you have to use the entire block, you don't have to spend time cutting this. You can drop it as it is into the liquid, and then on the first 2 days give it a nice stir so that the jaggery melts in the liquid on its own. So in today's video, I'm not going to show you how to make bioenzyme because it is a pretty straightforward process. Instead, I'm going to show you the bioenzyme that I have prepared about say a month back, which is ready. So I'm going to show you how it looks, how your final product should look. So this is the bioenzyme container. This is where I've made the bioenzyme. So I've dated it that it is easier for me to track when it is ready. So you can see that this is how it looks. This is how the prepared bioenzyme looks. In the case of citrus, some peels do float to the top, so this is completely alright. You can filter out this thin portion of the bioenzyme separately and keep it into bottles, and then you have this layer. So you will have a small layer where the bioenzyme liquid is mixed with a little bit of the pulp as well. Now in that case, again, don't throw it out, store that into a different container, and then finally the pulp, the actual pulp of the fruit, you can add to your compost bin. Now the pulpy portion of the bioenzyme can be used for your toilet cleaning or your bathroom cleaning purposes, because any which way, even if a little pulp is left behind, you can wash it off with water. So you can use it for those kind of purposes. And then this thin portion of the bioenzyme is what you will be using for your other cleaning purposes like floor cleaning or any kitchen countertop cleaning, etc. So making a bioenzyme is a very, very simple process, and this bioenzyme has unlimited uses around the house. It is an excellent stain remover, it is an excellent grease remover, it works great for removing your stains like hard water stains. It works great for using in your toilets, in your bathrooms, for your floor cleaning. It is also a natural pest repellent. So basically the smell of the bioenzyme is something that pests cannot take. So basically it keeps your area or it keeps your house free of pests like ants, cockroaches, etc. So it is a natural pest repellent. You can also use this water that you use to mop your floors, etc., to water your plants. It acts like a natural manure for them. So you have a whole host of uses with bioenzyme, which I'll be covering in the coming few weeks. But as of now, you can surely go ahead and make bioenzyme, and rest assured that this is a very, very versatile cleaning agent which will cover all of your cleaning needs for your house. So do try out this process, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Thanks. Bye.